welcome to Live, Learn, Inspire, the place where we like to share inspiring, informative, or educational stories. I'm your host, Albert Emanuel, together with co-host Serge, Balole, Gamwanya.
Yes, sir. It's your boy Serge in the house. And again, before we start, remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Live, Learn, and Inspire podcast.
Awesome. And before we just get into our guest here, I'd like to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Co-owner. Co-owner is a premium African coffee. So if you do like specialty coffee, top quality, and you care about the story behind the coffee cup you drink, you should check out Co-owner. Yes. Again, welcome to the show from BB Podden. Right? That's in Norwegian, by the way, but, I want you to give a quick intro about yourself.
Yes. Yeah. So thank you for having me, guys. Really appreciate it. So as you know, I'm a part or co-owner of BB Podden, where we, much like you guys, share stories and interesting insights around how culture and sports affect each other, basically. That's pretty much that.
Yeah, so you're just saying that, your podcast is mainly about sports, right?
Yeah.
And does that mean that you have been doing sports yourself, you and your brother?
Yeah, so in my family, everybody has to, for once, play football, but we've also done other sports as athletics, running and throwing, and my little sister has done swimming. So we've always been a really active family, and that's like a part of us, and therefore we wanted to keep that going and share it with other guys.
Okay. Yeah,
just like on top of that, I agree with you. Being Congolese, man, you have to do a sport you like it. How is you not do anything?
Yeah.
Like, even if you don't know anything, your parents are gonna make you do something. Go and wash the dishes. Why are you sitting down? Go do something. So we're always active.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have pointed this already in your intro here, but sports, how has that influenced you, like in terms of mindset, discipline, right?
Sports has been an integral part of my upbringing.
Yeah.
I come from a family that didn't have a lot of resources, so the opportunity to express myself came through sport. As we know, football is kind of like the cheapest sport out of the, in Norway, stuff costs a lot of money.
Of course.
So, when you come from a family like me, you can't play ice hockey or ride horse or stuff like that. So football became my way of kind of growing into myself, finding out who I am and what's right for me and how to communicate and behave in a group of people. So that's been basically or probably the biggest part of my the reason I am the one I am today.
Yeah, so it kind of shaped your identity, your personality, and the person that you. That's really good the way you put it, because Sam, it did with me. It still does. It shaped me every day. Yeah. I feel like I'm learning every day something new being a footballer.
Yeah.
Well, since you mentioned you're playing football, I get curious, like what position?
Yeah, so I got moved around. So I started as a midfielder.
Where in the midfield?
The deep one.
Makalele.
Yeah, Makalele. Kante. So, but the funny thing is, like, I was never the player that was like tackling and stuff.
Okay.
I like to play ball and like be pretty with it, if you can say
Control
it like that.
the game.
Yeah.
The mood.
Yeah. But when I grew a little older, all the other people like grew up to be taller and stronger than me. So then I had to move out of midfield and became a right back. That I played there until I decided to stop with football.
Man, I have a story about right back. I was in Rosenborg. And we're playing second division, Post-Nordligaen, playing a really good team. And our right back got injured during the game. So he had to be carried out. But in the moment, somebody had to step in as a right back. I'm a midfielder. And the coach was like, you look around, all I heard was, Serge, commit. So I'm running on the sideline. It's like, I thought he was going to speak to me. He's like, nah, right back. You got to be right back while we warming up. Somebody's warming up to get in. Yeah. Boy, for that 5 minutes, I've never been so tired in my life. You're running up and down. And every time I didn't go up, Serge, go up. Because I got defensively, I get back down. Every time the ball goes, I go up. I start looking at my coach. When is he coming in? But if you look at because we used to play and we have wearing the monitors, so we'll see who ran the most and everything. Yeah. I did run the most in the team. But right back is running different because you are constantly just going up and down, so you get so tired. But while in the middle, I can your movement is so I don't get tired the way. But I was like, why am I getting so tired in 5 minutes as being a right back? It's a different type of playing. So right back, man, you must be fit.
Not so much anymore, but I try to keep myself in shape, I guess.
Tough, bro.
And you mentioned you stopped. Is it because of injuries, or you just decided, you know what, maybe this is not a career path for me anymore?
Yeah, it's more towards the second option you said. But I had some injuries, but when I came back, it was like a decision between should I go full out on football or I've always been pretty good in school. So therefore, I sat there with the decision and probably for 3 to 4 months, I was in a mess in my head and was just thinking, is this the right thing? Is this the right thing? And then I just pulled the plug and transferred over to a less serious team, just playing for fun. So I had more time to focus on school. And I saw that I had other options in life, if you can say it in that way. Yeah, so I found I've always been into technology, and I'm currently in doing my master's in cybernetics. Awesome. So that's when, for people that don't maybe don't know.
I was about to say,
I've never heard cybernetics before.
Yeah.
What is that?
So it's like motion control of robotics, and if you've seen videos of how they make cars or stuff like that, it's like in big plants where everything is automated. And kybernetics is basically making those systems and stuff like that. So always found joy in that. So cool. So found another path for me.
No regrets, retiring early from football.
No. Sometimes
when you look at the games,
you think, damn, could I?
Could I? Should I?
Okay. So, what team then? What team do you support, if I may ask?
Oh, so in Norway.
We can go Norway and globally, man.
Yeah, so globally I support Bayern München.
Of all the leagues, you choose
Bayern.
The Bundesliga.
But listen. This guy, so when I was young, we didn't have any channels to watch football, but we had Bundesliga. That was the only thing that we could watch. So therefore,
you got Bayern.
It became Bayern.
And who was the player you looked up then when you were young?
I really loved Schweinsteiger.
Yeah.
So that's for the people that really.
He's a baller.
So Schweinsteiger was like my guy, and he was like, no joking about, just straight serious football.
All the time.
Everything.
I thought you were going to say Philip Lahm since you're right back,
Yeah, but I started as a midfielder.
That's true.
But Philip Lahm as well, great player.
I liked him because you never see that guy have a bad game. I never even see him flinch.
Yeah.
Every time he would give you the same performances. It's crazy to have players like that. It's like Thomas Müller. They're always on point.
That's true.
Are you big into football or?
Well, yes, of course. Come on, bro.
You just support the wrong team.
Well, it depends who you ask, right? Because if we're in London, you know that London is red. You know what I mean?
Right? Some people may say it's blue, but you disagree.
There's only one red team in England.
Yeah. And I know it's in London, isn't it?
No, we are united.
I know Serge's team. I don't like that either. United.
It's okay.
They say they are united, but have you seen them online recently? Everyone is not united at all.
Discussing.
Leave us alone, man. We're going to practice in life. You know, it's a rough patch we're going through right now. You know, it goes up and down, but hopefully we're gonna find that stability. You know.
Yeah. But you know what? Getting back to your podcast, right? BB Podden, right? So you said you retired from football. You focus more on school, right? So when is it you and your brother decided to start the podcast, and how did you get to that idea, to put it that way?
Yes, so it was my brother's idea, and he planted the seed into me this summer, and from there I was thinking, do I have the time? What could it look like? And then a little later in the autumn, we said, let's go for it. And he had a plan with some other people to start a podcast, but it never materialized. And therefore, he really wanted to create a platform that eventually is going to be a place for, or become a place for younger people to find their path out of if it's poverty or criminal stuff or stuff like that. So because he has a bachelor's degree in sociology, and as you as well.
Yes,
have,
I do have sociology, yeah.
And he's seen a lot because he's worked with younger adolescents and kids, and seen how things can develop into, what's the name of it? Better things then.
Yeah, things can get worse in it.
Yeah. That's the thing. So therefore, he wanted to create that platform, and I really love that idea. And I've always been like a sports fanatic. Call it a sports idiot. So
everything is in there, man.
So combining those two ideas, we created BB Podden, basically.
That's Brothers
Bahunde. Yeah.
There you are. All right, cool.
Brothers Bahunde.
But what is some of the behind the scene work or activities, the time you and your brother put in, that someone listening to it might not actually know anything about?
Yeah, so first it's the editing. We do everything ourselves. It's been gone a lot of time into editing, and I've never edited a lot of audio before, so had to learn everything from scratch. That took, but I'm starting to become more
comfortable.
Comfortable and fluent. So it's starting to become easier. So it's the editing, it's the contacting of people, getting merchandise and marketing and stuff like that. So there's a lot of time and energy that goes into having a podcast.
I mean, just on top of that, I've been fortunate enough to be invited on your podcast. And I'm gonna be honest, man, it was a pleasure. The way you guys do it, because it's just you two, and you can tell that these are people that are looking to go somewhere. You know, I really enjoyed, my time there.
I appreciate that.
It's good. For people that don't know, go on Spotify, man, and listen to BB Podden. It's in Norwegian, it's beautiful, it's amazing, and one of my episodes coming on Monday. So
yes.
Yeah, and I was about to add there, on top of what you mentioned, had to learn how to edit and all that. Is there anything else that people might misunderstand about the production of a podcast?
Maybe, or something that I've seen a lot of is so when you edit a lot, you get really attention to detail. And all those details that you shape to be as close to perfect as you want to is people don't recognize them, but they recognize if it's not perfect.
Of course.
So that's one thing that's
critics.
It's you just remind me of this. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard it. There's this quote that Michael Jordan missed probably 80% of what he shot, but people only remember the 20 that he made.
So it's really
the ones that they're gonna remember. Forget about the ones I ain't gonna remember, because there's a lot that I don't remember, you know. So yeah. Really
so that's like, I guess, a little stressing part of it.
And you know, the beautiful thing about what you guys do is also, you know, sports. It brings people together. Right? It unites people, not like this type of united, but if sports unite people, you know what I mean? Right?
We are still united, don't worry about it.
Really united, I'm
telling you.
Which means then you guys are not just focusing on football, right?
No.
So what type of sports, like what are the main sports that you guys have discussed on the podcast so far?
Yeah, so we thought it was nice to start with sports that we have an interest in. And believe it or not, black people don't usually like this sport. But
which one is that?
Me and my brother are really into cycling. So bike on the bike.
Go to training center.
No, we've so in 2023, I guess, we bought us cycles that to just ride, and not like the cycle that you find in the city, but the ones that are a little more expensive, if that's allowed to say.
You're going for Tour de France.
And then we just cycle up to like it could be like 100 kilometers north of Oslo and back and stuff like that.
In one go.
Yeah, in one go. But we stopped
100 kilometers there and then 100 kilometers back in one day.
No, I've never rode 200, but I guess the most is 170.
Wow.
Yeah. So cycling is one of the mains that we discussed there, because I feel like cycling is really freeing, and just being out getting air and you see the scenery. People may not focus too much on it, but it's really nice out in the nature. It gives you something that is like unexplainable. So I've gotten a lot of nice good from that.
Okay.
I'm into basketball, so talk a little bit about basketball as well.
Okay. All right.
The problem there is that it's not that popular here in Europe.
Okay.
So
who is your favorite basketball player?
So
I was about to go straight like Kobe or LeBron.
Bet,
no,
brother.
But you know, I'm a young buck, so I'll always say LeBron because I saw the most of LeBron. But
you're missing, brother.
You should go YouTube, start singing and
start singing. But honestly, I think LeBron is the GOAT.
Yeah,
I think so.
He's in the discussion. I feel like he's in the discussion of being the GOAT. But for me, I didn't grow up watching Michael. I mean, I heard about him and I watched him some clip and whatever, some games even, because I'm really too into basketball. I love basketball. But Kobe, man, this guy, he brought my mentality from here to here.
Yeah, that's the thing about Kobe. You know, he had the story. You know, the Mamba mentality, stuff like that.
Even they asked Mike one time, so of all the basketball players out here, is there anyone who can beat you one-on-one? Because they like playing one-on-one. I like his confidence. It's like, there's nobody who can beat me, but maybe Kobe, because he has still all my moves. Which he has. If you pay attention to Kobe, he played just like Mike. All the moves.
I think there was a story where Kobe was saying that, you know, when he first came into the team, he needed to improve. He wanted to be the best, right? So he had this list of people where he called the GOAT Mountain, right? And then he started going, you know,
one-on-one.
To them, you know, and he's checking the list, you know, trying to learn from all of them.
Which is good, because actually there is a clip that I know about what you just said, and all these players that he had on the list, they have actually confirmed it and said it's true, because they were surprised that a young man, a rookie coming in, calling them constantly, not just one time. He will call them for like, they used to say, we used to tell him, bro, we gotta hang up. Like, I have a family. He just wanna know everything, you know, how do you do this? Why did you do that? And that's so good, you know, when you're hungry for something, like his mentality, no one that has such a mentality. He's not afraid to ask. He's not afraid to...
Nah, man.
To go where you want to go. So.
I think maybe that's also why I would go more for Kobe than LeBron, because of that mindset, you know what I mean? Of course, LeBron is
incredible.
He's amazing, right? But I haven't seen much of that same story. Right. But Kobe, you know,
I agree with you. But I'm also gonna be, because I also watch LeBron, bro.
Yeah, I mean, watching him playing.
No, like in meant of being GOAT, LeBron is there, bro. He's the only reason why people don't put him in the same category is because he has won more rings than
Kobe and
Jordan. Because he's come to more finals than they have. He just lost more. Imagine if he was one more. All those finals,
it would have been over. But the thing about LeBron, I think, is that when he came into the league, everybody knew about him. Everybody just was waiting for him to like take over. And maybe it took a little longer time than people expected, but he's done a lot of great things.
I mean, it can also be the GOAT, because if you just don't look in terms of basketball, but if you look in terms of a human being, I'm pretty sure for me, Ronaldo and Messi and Stephen Curry. But if you take basketball, he's a guy that has done almost nothing wrong since he came in the game. He's taken the NBA on his shoulders. He's been hated. He's still delivering. He's still smiling. All the NBA legends that have children, none of them is in NBA. LeBron has 2. That's crazy. Both his children are going to play in the NBA. One of them is playing in the Lakers right now. His son is on the same team as him right now.
Really?
And his other son is just at college first year. But others, legends, I don't even want to say it on camera. It's sad, you know.
Like D-Wade.
Like D-Wade and Michael Jordan. Imagine he has 2 sons. If you see them, sometimes I look at them, I want to slap them. Send them to Dagestan.
But it's difficult though. If you grow up with a lot of money, you don't feel any pressure to do anything.
Their hunger might not be the same. Right?
Yeah.
That's just like, you know, Zinedine Zidane, right? He's got 5 sons, but none of them could live up to that potential, right?
That's true.
So it's like, you know, Zizou is like, has been on the top. How can you better that?
Yeah, it's difficult. Like, it's a crazy pressure to be...
Yeah, the pressure is too much.
I think you have to be lucky, you know. You have to have a son who's also, or a daughter who's into what you do.
When you mentioned daughter, I'm thinking of Kobe's daughter, man. That girl?
That she was going to be crazy.
Yeah. The way she was training with him.
Gigi, I think.
Yeah, that's her name. Yeah,
she was gonna just be like Kobe. Kobe, he knew he was like, she's going to be first in WNBA. She was gonna be like really good, you know.
Imagine that routine. I think Kobe was started training at 4 a.m. Right? Go and train, come back, rest. Go and train, come back.
Kobe, 4 a.m. Not just 4 a.m., bro. He will come. There are stories that I've seen. I mean, everything. What I'm saying, people can go and search for themselves. They'll find it. And there's different players that said, yeah, we'll go to Lakers, you know, to go play a game. And you can have, when you get there to the hotel, you have your own sessions where you can go in the arena. There's no one there. You can have your shootings, you know.
Yeah, I think I heard that one.
And the guy say like, you know, I get there. I'm supposed to be alone, because when we're playing other teams, you're alone in the arena. And I'm getting in the locker room and I'm putting my socks on and I'm hearing somebody, the ball is bouncing, bang, bang. I'm like, who's here right now? And they put a they go in the arena, Kobe's there. And they're like, okay, I'm also gonna show up. Kobe's here, you know. And he's like, I don't know how long he's been there. They have a game the same day at night. But he's shooting, and the guy get there. He start doing his thing with the coach, and he keeps looking around. It's like, but Kobe, his move is like he's like in the game. He's not just game. It's game mood. Like he's playing. Like this guy doesn't have a game later. And then it's like I was there for like 1 hour. I'm like, we have a game. I gotta go.
Rest.
He goes in the locker room. He starts want a shower. He's still hearing in the back. Over there, Kobe still fucking playing. He's like, this guy. He's like, okay, let me wait. Maybe we're gonna beat him. He's gonna be tired. You know, the game comes at night. You know, blah blah. They get there. He's like, today I know Kobe's been in here for so long. The guy dropped 60. And he still showed them like he does my. And Kobe one day they asked me, why do you do that? He said, because when you come in the arena, I'm still gonna show you. It doesn't matter how hard you work, you can never outwork me.
Damn.
And since that day, I was like, this guy just opened up my mind. So now when I go to the gym, don't go on a treadmill next to me. I'm not going to go off until you go, before you go off. Yeah, I'm like that. Yeah, I'm going to run with you until you walk off first. Then I go off.
Well, that reminds me of something Will Smith said as well. It's like when he's on that treadmill, it's either he dies on it or they take him out.
You know, you have to breathe. Yeah. So
that's I don't know whether that is stubbornness or I don't know what to call it.
Yeah.
Right.
But sometimes, like in Kobe's example, he has trainers, he has like physios, he has everything around it. But if I went on a treadmill right now and said I'm going to run until I die, I'll probably pass out. I'll probably pass out. So you need to use your head as well.
You need to see the situation, right? Read the situation.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not also just them. I think everyone that is who's a big athlete, you know, who's doing sports out there, their workload should be respected. But because we know Kobe better or Michael Jackson higher than this player, we follow them close by. So we feel like they're working. For example, also this Summer Olympic last year when Team US won basketball, you know?
Yeah.
And then after they had interview and they asked Stephen Curry, so how was it to work with LeBron? And he said, for the first time I was working close to LeBron. And he said, I've never seen someone work as hard as him. But you can tell, it's like, Stephen Curry is like, it's actually scary. It's like people just see him play. Like this guy is in the gym. You wake up, he's in the gym, he's doing something. We're out. He's always working. It's like on the game, you know? So people do work out there. No wonder they're doing the thing they do because behind the scenes, people don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? We just see the end product. We don't see the work behind the scene, right? Just like I was asking you earlier with the podcast, you know,
100%.
what's the work behind the scene? You know, you mentioned in the beginning, right? The podcast you are working on. It's also to help the youth. You know, through the work that you're doing, and how has it been doing in that part?
Yeah, so we're still in the early phase, but we've contacted some organizations and stuff like that, and want to have what's the name of it? Like gather money or supplies that we are going to give to these organizations, so they can give those out to families that don't have a lot of money, want their kids in sports or in, it could be other things as well as playing an instrument or stuff like that. We just want kids to have something to do that are healthy cognitively for them. So that's one way we try to give a focus or help in that essence. And we're also inviting professors and people from universities that have this for work, look into how having stuff that help kids don't go into loneliness and criminality and stuff like that. So and when they talk, you know, they have all the knowledge. It feels like.
Oh, so you've had some professors already. Okay, interesting.
And there we can they give their views and their angles on how is the best way to get people to escape from loneliness, get some unity with other people, especially if you have kids that are like, you know, not every kid is perfect. Some maybe have autism, some maybe have, there's many things that can happen. But there's always, as we live in Norway, a really great country for health insurance, everything there. So they give their views on how to help most kids in the best possible way. So that's like our first steps on that part.
Awesome. And I'm guessing you've had some good response from the
we've gotten really a lot of love and a lot of people that really enjoy that you could have the laid back vibe, but still bring a positive and important message. That's because if all things are too serious, people want to be relaxed as well.
But on top of that, that's actually a really good thing that you guys are doing that, because I feel personally, I mean, I finished my study as a sociology, you know, like you guys know, and I work with kids. I work with also kids that have disabilities, you know. here in Norway, and I feel like we need a lot of that, because also we live in a country where it's pretty cold. This also brings loneliness. There's things to do here, but I feel like we should do more of that, of helping kids get out there, because a lot of kids are just sitting at home in Norway, especially in the winter. There's not much to do, but we have to maybe open up more places where kids can go and gather and have groups and meet, and because, children are the next generation. And me working with children every day, I can tell how much we need of that in this country, in this place. So it's good to see that young people are trying to make something good.
Yeah, it's a nice one. It's a very good initiative. Also, I'm thinking, some of the conversations you've had with the guests, like with the professor, for example, because he's looking at it from an academic perspective as well, right? So what are some of the things that he might have shared in the podcast that kind of stuck with you and you're like,
One thing I thought was really interesting, many people of the older generation often combine like gaming with a negative view, but he saw it as a positive thing, that if you have a kid that struggles with connecting with others or feels like it's difficult to go out there and communicate with people, he said that gaming is a really easy way to bridge that gap of communicating with others. So he said that gaming is like a positive way. He said, obviously, if you only game online or stuff like that, that's not positive. Good, but we should use it as a tool to help people. And here in Norway, we know people are really for themselves, doesn't like to poke into others' private life and stuff like that. So using that as like a stepping
stone, the first intro to meeting new people, right?
So that I felt was interesting. He also mentioned, I can't quite remember the statistic, but it was that kids that play sports has like it was like a 80 or something percentage lower rate of going into using drugs when they get into adolescence age. So that shows the importance of both having a unity with a group of people, healthy habits, stuff like that. So that was really interesting things to see.
Yeah, and I like the the thing you pointed out. Basically, kids that do sports, they stay out of trouble, right? Because they get busy with the sports. And if you're a competitor as well, of course you want to improve, you want to be better, and you want your team to beat United or Bayern Munich, you know what I mean?
Even though it never happened.
Right. Yeah. So there's a lot of positive with with getting kids into sports, but then again, like you mentioned, not all families can afford certain sports, right?
Yeah, and that's the problem.
Yeah. So
and I feel like that's what makes it hard here in Norway, because, man, even if you play for when you're starting, you just started, the way you have to pay, these are children, they should at least be free. Yeah. Like a little bit older people can pay, but I'm not children. That's why some children don't even, or they want to play football, but I would rather go skiing or go do so. I feel like
because not everybody loves football.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but then when you mention skiing, I'm thinking that's a seasonal sport.
Yeah, right? Yeah, that's that's true. That's true.
But a lot of kids today, the reason why maybe I said I feel like here in Norway, almost every kid have tried football, but not everyone end up taking that road, which is okay, because it's tough. You have to pay a lot and other things. The people choose other things, which is fine. But maybe we should, not make people pay all the time.
We were looking into it just to see how much, let's say, a family of three children has to pay for getting everybody of them into football. And of course, it differs from club to club. And there's also other initiatives that helps with paying for it. But in one semester, you have to pay 350 euros per kid. And that amounts up to over 1,000 euros per semester. And that's a lot of money for, especially if there's situations where one of the parents can't work or one of the parents aren't in the picture and stuff like that. And then every focus with the money has to go to food, shelter, and the most important things.
The basics, right?
Yeah, the basics. And when we looked into it, it was the amount clubs gain from kids paying this it doesn't amount to anything significant they can buy. They have to get help from the state to pay for new football fields, so regardless. So how important is it that they pay for kids to play football?
Yeah. I mean, also, I feel like when it comes to that, it's in other sport too. Because right now we are speaking about football, and I've looked the percentage of how many players that can make it on top level. It's so thin. But then if you look at how many people that play football in the world, there are so many, but to make it is so thin. So some parents might look at it and be like, I think we need to try something else, because to make it is not easy, So like only very few can make it, and others have to watch on the side. And you don't want your children to be watching on the side. You want your children to be out there. So you want to make them try something else so they can be, according which I get it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a good... the thing here is to get kids out of the street, right?
Yeah.
To get them into sports and keep them busy.
That's the most important thing.
But then you pointing out that based on your research, the money that the parents are paying is not even enough for the club to make sure that there's everything that the kids need for the sport, right?
So every club still needs sponsors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
which means, like you mentioned, sports is expensive, right? Being part of a sports club is expensive.
And even to get a sponsorship, it's not easy. It's tough to get a sponsorship for anyone. It's not easy.
Yeah, that's true.
It's, you have to have good people around that knows people that can reach out to people, and they have to look at your club and be, okay, can we do that for that club? They have to see your environment, how many children do you have in the entire club? So if they'll be able to pay for it. So everything is tough. I get it. It's not easy to do these things, man.
But have you actually worked closely with the club or had conversations with some of these clubs?
Yeah. So the club I started in as a kid, I have a great relationship with not owner but daily leader, and he. And there they struggle for money, so he counts every
krone,
every penny. So he's talking about, so every year he has to like go to different sponsors and basically beg for money. And especially in football, it's became an issue that they have to let's say stop other children from joining because they don't have the funds to keep that going. So money there is a real issue, especially in clubs that don't have their A team in the higher divisions. So if they're a little lower down, they have to beg around for money. They have to find creative solutions. So some clubs have a kindergarten that they combine, so people that work or play for the A team jobs as a kindergarten teacher, so they have a combination there, so they don't have to. So the kindergarten pays the players basically, but it's a
tricky situation.
Yeah, tricky situation.
I've been in those situations, which if you're a player, you should. I mean, you should not take it. I mean, like as a player, you should get paid from the club. It's much easier because then you have some money to go to when things go left. That's how I've been fortunate enough to get paid in some clubs that I played for. And some clubs also did offer me something like that. Like, we don't have money in the club, but we can offer you a really good job. They can pay really well, but you have to pause it like, wait, I can get that job myself. You know what I mean? So you have to be smart in this situation. Be like, nah. I don't want, get a job over there.
Okay.
So again, I get it.
Yeah, that's an interesting one, right? So basically that's like, the team cannot afford to pay salary, but they want to keep the players together, working together.
Yeah.
on a daily basis to sponsor themselves, right? And is that a common thing?
I don't have the exact data on that, but I know that in Østfold, where I'm from, there's like probably like 15 clubs that are from like a total of 60 maybe that has that model. So that's a significant percentage.
Yeah, that's a huge number. Yeah, absolutely. So, and is that only with football, or have you noticed similar patterns in other sports and areas?
I haven't seen it like to that extent in other sports, but I know that some handball clubs has a model that's
similar.
Yeah.
All right, and okay. So basically, I don't know. Then that's like you have to budget for your kid to play sports here.
Before they're born, you have to start saving.
It's like it's really tough, and the nightmare situation is if your kid don't like football, because every other sport has the same or more fee for joining a club, but you also have to pay for like the
equipments.
The equipments. And I talked to a mother of a friend that played ice hockey when he was younger, and she basically had to each year 2,500 euros goes to just equipment, because when you're a kid you're growing. So the stuff that was fitting you last year doesn't fit you this year.
Nope.
So 2,500 euros each year in equipment, and that's like most people can't afford.
Bro, that's a lot of bread.
Yeah,
that's a lot of bread, man. I feel it.
As well as driving to and from training.
The hours you put in, man. The hours and energy and the money.
And then one day you hear children go like, "Daddy, I don't think I want that one anymore." I'll look at you across the room like this.
You give them a side eye.
You better go put that fucking shit on, bro.
Yeah, well, I get your point, man. But then again, I don't think everyone going into sports say they want to go pro.
No, of course not.
Right?
No.
So
but listen, brother, you know me.
Yeah.
If I spend time with you, I'm not saying my children should do that, but say no early. First couple, sessions, 1 month in, whatever, say no. Don't say no, we are 3-4 years in and I feel like you like it. You get to come. No. And when it's too expensive like that.
But you don't know with children, they can love something one day, and the next day they hate it.
I know, trust me, I work with them. I know. But I'm speaking about my own blood. My friends, me and you, we gotta go back to that. I say, okay, I'm gonna come on the field with you.
But can I ask you guys a question on that? Because many people want their kids to have the possibility to succeed within sports. Is that something that's important for you guys?
Okay, whether it's important for me if I have a kid that they succeed in their sports. Well, first of all, I'm like, when you start something, finish it, right? So, and of course, I've also, throughout my upbringing, I used to play football as well, right? So I was into sports. So, and I know what it takes to actually say to yourself that, you know what, I'm going to train, whether it's raining, snowing, right? I'm going to take that run, right? Because you think about sports, again, we talked about it earlier, you build discipline, you build character, leadership. There's so much into sports that I think some people miss out when they just go to call it play for fun and live, right? But if you are really serious, I think there's a lot to pick from sports. So I would definitely support them as much as possible, right? But first thing is, you know what? If you want to go all the way, let me know, man. Let's work on it, right? Because again, I will put in the hours so that they succeed, right? That's the thing. Again, you've played sports. You are still playing, right? So you know what it takes to actually get to a higher level, right? So with that experience, of course, you try to give them the support they need to succeed. Right. Yeah. So I think that's the way I see it.
Yeah. That's a really nice way of seeing it. Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's almost basically the same. But someone who have been driven with sports so many years that I have, and been playing this sport for so long, the fact that I did not just maybe that's why I see the way that maybe that's why I look at sport the way that I do. And when we speak about children playing and me saying what I just said right now, like you have to do it, you have to go, it's because maybe I've been so disciplined myself so hard. So when I say it, it sounds like it's hard, or like I don't understand that children or people can be like, maybe I want to change. Of course you want to change. But when I say it, for me, it's because my journey, like I understand how disciplined your life later is going to be if you dedicate yourself by not quitting. Because as a children, the first time you quit something, along the way in your life, it's gonna be easy for you to just drop on things. You're gonna quit, So it's not about like they cannot change, but I don't want them to start learning to quit too early because that is gonna affect them along the way. A lot of hard things that they have to go through is gonna be like, I'm tired, I cannot, let me just drop it, maybe try something, which is okay to try other things. But sometimes, like I remember, I don't know if it's which boxer or Bruce Lee said that you should be afraid of don't be afraid of someone who have trained different style. Be afraid of someone who's trained the same style for so many years, because when he hits you, you're done, So that's my point, with it. That's why it's so important for me to like, don't quit too early, man. Especially when you're young. Stick to one thing and try to focus on that. I mean, if you look rich people in the world today, Jeff Bezos, whoever, they didn't change. They keep going on Amazon and all the way until they become rich, They work on the same thing, which is tough. It's not easy. When your children, so again, which takes me back to what you just said. So as a parent, it's going to be my job to try and encourage them every day to be there and be like, okay, maybe you should just keep going and come in and show them ways and why they should keep going. But if they really have to change, then you have to. You don't have a choice. But I would love my children not to change things early because it does affect you when you get older.
Awesome. What's your view on that one?
So it's really difficult to like have a perspective on it when you're still pretty young, if I could say so.
Okay.
But I agree with both of you guys, and especially with that habits. If you quit early, that can get ingrained into your lifestyle. And I don't want. I've seen my parents work really hard, and I've also seen when you don't have the opportunity to quit, you get a lot of discipline and character. And I've always aspired to be like my parents there, and I would want my kids to aspire to be like me there as well. So that's how I see it. Of course, injuries or life can change on you like that. So, but then you adapt and find other solutions to how you want to the direction you want to go in life.
Yeah.
It's a good one, man.
It's a good one. And just again to the sports part, right? So how do you see sports bringing people together from different backgrounds, different cultures?
Yeah. So myself is a really good example there. I went to a school where there was many different cultures. I think it was like 40% of the school was had parents that wasn't from Norway.
Foreigners, immigrants.
So, foreigners. So that's a really big percentage. And I saw a lot of like, of course, it's children's. So there were some clashes and some like name calling, stuff like that. But when all those people grew older, we knew how to blend the different cultures, try the good things from one culture, see what's bad from there, and like you get a really good perspective. And most of us played football. So that school environment transferred over to the football environment. But in the football environment, we also had the Norwegians that went to the Norwegian schools, and they got to see like something they didn't see each day, like people that in the age of 8 when they played the game, it was like life or death to them. They didn't like they didn't understand that. So after a while, they got like, oh, okay, so maybe if I give more will to this, I can win more. And that was really, really interesting to see. I didn't reflect on it before I was like 15, 16. I just thought like foreigners, they wanted more than Norwegians, but it's not exactly that. It's like what do you have home? What do you see home? If you see your parents work like a shift in the morning, a shift in the night, like that gets to you. And you know, children, they learn from what they see.
Yeah, of course.
It does. It gets embedded in you from a younger age.
And that was really...
Yeah. So despite these different homes, different backgrounds, this football brought you guys and you fought together on the pitch to win games.
Yeah.
Right?
That was a really nice thing, nice thing to see. And like everybody, regardless of your situation home, you love each other when you're a team. Of course. So you take your arm around whoever it is. That's my team player. You know?
Exactly. You know, that's the beautiful thing about this game, man.
And that's the beautiful thing about sports in general, because, you know, you meet people from everywhere around the world that you have met before and instantly become almost like siblings, you know, and the group, and you create a culture. I'm a really huge person on creating culture in sports, especially if you play a sports where there's a lot of group. You guys should have a really strong group together, like in the locker room, I can call it. You know, you guys should be really good friends and close and create a positive and a healthy culture, because that's going to influence when other people see you guys out there playing against someone. It's going to be like, oh, you know what? Those boys are good. And that's going to inspire other group to become better. So sport is good, but it's also creating culture, because, you know, we're everywhere. People trying different things. You meet different people, you know.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Again, you know, I think this is football, sports is amazing. And I just want to I agree with Patrice Evra, you know.
Yes.
I love this game.
I love this game.
I love this game.
I love this game.
You know, we are reaching also to the end of our conversation, man. So we truly appreciate you coming in, man, sharing your story, sharing about the podcast, right? And I think you said you had one thing you wanted to ask. What would you tell someone who want to build, you know, something similar to what you guys are doing? Maybe even with a brother or a close friend, you know.
So I would say I don't have like a perfect saying, but I would say just try, go for it. So the worst thing that can happen if you try something is that you learn from it. So in this world, we're really like hanged up in money and like how people perceive it and stuff like that. But in the big picture, that doesn't mean anything. I'm a Christian, so I take my way, like I live my life to that extent as much as I can, and therefore I see like things here in the world aren't that important. You can always earn that back. If you lose some relationship, you can fix that, or you can get other relationship. People, I do believe most people really love each other out here. So if you fuel yourself in love, want to try something, get your research, get things done, just try it. Just try. Yeah.
So for everyone out there, young generation are scared and are wondering what's gonna go there, just do it.
Yes.
It's like Nike, just
do it.
Right? Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing your story. It was a great pleasure having you on. Right? And best of luck with your projects, with your podcast. Right?
Thank you.
Hopefully one day we might be coming over to you guys and having a chat as well.
Yeah, that would be really nice.
Yeah,
and you know.
Yes. And before we wrap up, you know, I just want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Co-owner. So if you are a coffee drinker and you like top quality premium African coffee, check them out. And if you actually also care about the story of the coffee you drink, check out Wenzuri. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You know, Sharing this help us reach more people, and reaching more people help us bring more guests to the show.
Of course. Stay inspired. Until next time.
Nice one. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap, baby girl.